Thank you. Yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Gentleman from California is now recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to welcome our witnesses today. You know, every day in the newspaper, something new with AI, new developments, new companies, competition, innovation, medicines, new medicines, drug developments, manufacturing, supply chains, a lot of good stuff. But I do believe we need guardrails. But they have to be guardrails that don't harm innovation or harm American firms. The U.S. right now, we, the United States, still lead the world. It used to be by a couple of years. Now I think it's maybe 2 months, maybe a couple of weeks compared to China. Mr. Chilson and Mr. Coniglio, if I can ask each one of you a yes or no question. Gentlemen, would you say that university research played an enormous role in developing AI? Yes, no?
Yes, over the 40 years.
Mr. Coniglio?
Yes, I would say the same.
If you look at this chart, you can see that is in fact true. I know private companies are developing and investing in AI, but second question, gentlemen, the future workforce training, that AI workforce research still happening at universities, correct?
I think some of it, lots of companies
it?
also.
Okay. Mr. Coniglio?
I would agree.
So if we cut off funding for university research today, are we damaging the American pipeline? Students, future students who become leaders in AI, fundamental research, are we hurting ourselves by cutting off university research funding? Mr. Chilson, Mr. Coniglio, yes, no?
I'm honestly not sure.
Mr. Coniglio?
I would certainly say that funding from universities is very important to drive innovation, and that's true generally.
And I say that in the context of our main competitor, which is China, which are essentially doubling down their investment in this area. I think that's well established, that's well known. Now let's look at this chart of some of the top AI companies. Data from 2023. Many of these firms were started by immigrants. This is in 2023. Can you imagine the number of immigrants started AI firms for 2024? Probably a whole lot more. And this doesn't even reflect major tech started by Sergey Brin of Google or Elon Musk. So, gentlemen, another question for you. Do you agree that immigrants have played a huge role in developing and advancing technology and AI sectors? Yes, no?
Absolutely.
Mr. Coniglio?
Yes.
So this country, we really want immigrants in this country who can contribute to innovation, and we don't want to scare them away. Have them go to Canada, China, India, not even come to this country. Would you say that's yes, no, Mr. Chilson?
America is the best place to do AI in the world.
Mr. Coniglio?
I would agree. We need to keep America an AI leader and use all tools we can to make that happen.
Yes, over the last 50, probably more like 100, 200 years, America has always attracted the best and brightest from around the world because they know opportunities in this country exist. So I agree that overregulation, misplacement of antitrust enforcement can harm AI, can harm this country's companies as they seek to compete with China. But I'll tell you, looking at this administration's policies of cutting research funding to universities, scaring immigrants away from studying or creating new companies in the U.S., creation of unstable markets through tariffs, these three factors, in my opinion, are going to hurt this country even more. Long-term damage to our leadership, our economy, and our future. And I do hope we begin to focus on what's made this country great, what helped us in the last 50 years, innovating, leading the world, because we can't afford to lose the AI race. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and I yield.
Gentlemen.
Before I do, can I add some articles for the record.
Gentleman's recognized.
Chairman, I'd like to ask unanimous consent to introduce the following articles. First, China's top universities expand enrollment to beef up capabilities in AI. Second article, 65% of top AI companies have immigrant founders. Article number 3, Trump's science policies pose long-term risks. New York Times, March 31st. Fourth article, Trump administration has begun a war on science researchers. New York Times, March 31st. Fifth article, China leads the world in generative AI adoption. Sixth article, former Google employees create 14 of the top 50 AI startups. Seventh article, Trump loves AI, but his terrorists ramp up costs for data centers. Article number 8, Apple chip engineers return to China, joins Fudan University amid push for talent. Article number 9, immigrant entrepreneurs bring jobs and innovation. Forbes, May 23rd, 2024. Article number 10, from underdog to genius, Yale computer scientist Sun Huanbo returns to China. Article number 11, tech companies are telling immigrant employees on visas not to leave the U.S. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Without objection, the gentlewoman